Okay, today I'm going to tell you about my weird and racist experience with my driving instructor. This was like a month ago during summer, right? I've had my permit for like half a year, but I haven't driven at all. I was going to learn from my parents, but after they saw my driving for the first time, they were like, you're going to school for this. We can't help you with that. So I was like, alright, let's do this. I had my first lesson at DFW driving school with this cool guy named Sam. He was awesome. He took me to the neighborhood to learn the basics and stuff, and it was all Gucci. Did I really just say Gucci? So Sam told me I was doing pretty good for a beginner, so it got me feeling confident, like, okay, we're off to a good start, let's go. I'll be on the highway in no time. Fast forward to a week or so after the first lesson with Sam. I couldn't find his name on the sign up to apply for a lesson with him, so I just picked randomly. I chose this woman named, we'll just call her Gladys. She looked like Gladys. So on the day of my lesson with her, I get to the driving school early. I'm feeling ready to learn, excited to practice some more. I hadn't driven outside a parking lot yet, but I was hoping to go out and learn how to drive on the real roads, you know what I'm saying? And then Gladys walks in. Gladys looks pretty much as you'd expect her to by her name. She's like 10 minutes late, frowning, looks like she doesn't want to be here already. But you know, can't judge a book by its cover, right? She could be a really nice teacher. So she clocks in and looks at her schedule for the day, and then she says, "Christy Chang?" "Oh, that's me, hi." Then she turns back to her paper, no greeting. Okay. She calls the other student driver who I'm supposed to observe. His name was like Carlos or something, and then we go out to the parking lot to start driving. Carlos apparently already knows Gladys, and he whispers to me, "Hey, she's kind of scary and she talks a lot." "Really? But is she a good teacher?" "Yeah, I mean, I guess." And then he shrugs. Comforting. He gets behind the wheel first, and Gladys sits in the passenger seat. "Carlos, this is your 6th lesson, right?" "Yep." "So you should plan to take the exam soon." Okay, Carlos is basically done with his training with the driving school. I doubt he'll get anything valuable from watching me drive. I've barely been outside a neighborhood. He starts driving away. East Plano, maybe? All I know is that I don't really recognize anything. Gladys just asks him about his future plans and how his family is, making small talk. After 30 minutes, we stop at a gas station to refill the gas and switch drivers. Finally, my turn! Let's do this! So, I get behind the wheel and I turn everything on, time to drive. I have to make a right turn out of the gas station parking lot, so I do it. Then Gladys is like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" "Making a right turn?" "Don't you know the hand-over-hand turn technique?" Like this?" "No! Put your left hand over your right hand, then no, not like that, like, ugh!" We're 30 seconds into the lesson and she's already irritated with me. Off to a great start. So after my little gaffe, I get out of the parking lot. We have to cross through this bumpy country road first to get back to the main road, so I drive on those. I'm a little nervous, so I take it slow. Too slow, I guess, because Gladys tells me to go faster. I get on the main road and she tells me, "Make a lane change to the right." Okay. At this point, I never changed lanes before, but there were no cars behind me, so I figured it'd just be safe to move. No, you didn't even look. You have to look at the rearview mirror, and at your side mirror, then out the window. Change left." Oops, I should have looked. Her yelling got me kind of flustered, so I ended up looking in the wrong direction when I moved again. "I said left. Why are you looking right?" She starts barking orders at me, and I feel like I'm in the military or something, and she's the 4-star general, and I'm like the foot soldier. Like, "Sir, yes sir, I will execute the lane change perfectly next time, sir." And Carlos is giving me freaking hand signals like an air traffic marshal. Look right, look back, look in the mirror. I'm like, "Thank you, Carlos," but there's no helping me. We're on a collision course at this point. So I keep driving, and it's just blunder after blunder. I miss turns, I almost run red lights, I'm speeding and going too slow at the same time. I'm already flustered from Sergeant Gladys yelling in my ear when I'm supposed to be focusing on the road. Carlos looks like he wants to jump out the freaking window because he thinks I'm gonna crash, and I've got this steel trap grip on the wheel because I think if I let go, it's gonna be game over for all 3 of us. Gladys is like, "Enough! We're going back to the neighborhood to relearn the basics because clearly you have no idea how to drive." Verbatim. I'm not making that up. It was probably true, but did you have to say it like that, Gladys? Come on, help me out here. And then Gladys, oh my god, Gladys, she pulls one of these. "I have Asian and Taiwanese friends. They can drive, so I don't understand why you're having so much trouble." And then it starts. The racism comes on like it's just been flipped by a switch, man. Like, before he was just yelling at me for messing up. Stuff like, I cannot believe people like you are going to get their licenses and be driving on the road soon. And you're sorry? Sorry doesn't change anything now, does it? Which was my bad, of course, but this, come on. And then she just, okay, you know when you get roasted by your friends and it's like, ouch, haha, it kind of hurts, but it's just like a sunburn, you know, annoying but bearable, and you can kind of laugh along. This lady, what she said to me was no freaking sunburn. She burnt me to a crisp, man. She asked me, do you make good grades in school? And I was like, yeah. I mean, they're not that great, but it's another story for another time. Then she's like, I bet you think you can just fly by in class, not listen to your teachers, and get an A. Driving isn't like that. You don't pay attention, you leave the car crash dead or paralyzed. So do you want to keep messing around or do what I tell you to do? I'm like, what? Okay, graph our conversation. Put that data on a graph, okay? X-axis, me being Asian and supposedly getting good grades in school. Y-axis, me not being able to drive. Calculate the rate of change along the X-axis. The answer is there's no correlation. Are you kidding me, Gladys? Why are you giving me crap about my school life when that has zero relevance to what's happening right now? For your information, I'm very respectful of my teachers. Look at right now. If I didn't care about showing respect, Gladys, I would have crashed the car long ago. But I'm sitting here getting flamed by this 50-year-old woman who thinks that because I'm Asian, I'm a disrespectful, cheating idiot who can't drive. Everything went by in a blur, or maybe just looked that way because I was tearing up, man. Gladys, you're breaking my heart here. It's my second lesson, for Pete's sake, cut me some slack. And like a cherry on top, Gladys tells me to get in the back and let Carlos drive us back to the school, and she finishes one of these. Remember, Christy, driving is a privilege, not a right. I still wonder what she meant by this, because there was some underlying meaning behind it. She probably meant to say, you're one of those entitled kids who want everything handed to them, or something. And she finishes everything off with a somewhat reassuring statement, because even she probably knew she crossed the line, right? She said, you're not a bad driver, okay? You're just slow. Thank you, Gladys. That's gotta be the nicest thing you said to me all day. So yeah, that sums up my experience with that teacher. I'm not gonna lie, it messed me up because I was really trying my best, but I just didn't have enough experience, and Gladys got set off by seeing my black hair and small eyes, I guess. At the end of it all, I still held the door open for her when we got back to the school and thanked her for teaching me. I should have been like, screw you, Gladys, open your own freaking door and thank yourself for making my day 10 times worse. But I didn't. Gladys, if you're watching this, thanks again for teaching me. But you didn't teach me driving. You taught me how to take a fall because of something someone said and then get over it. It's worth something, I'll give you that. As for driving, I'm not great, but I'm not too bad. I mean, I drive myself to school every day, and I haven't crashed yet. Anyway, that's my story for today. Even though this wasn't my greatest moment, I still had a lot of fun making this video because I love telling stories and I love drawing too. So hopefully you guys got a couple laughs, maybe experienced something similar. Hopefully not.